the 2028 season. And our focus goes to Jalen Johnson, who's stating his place among the league's best with 6 picks this season. It's the Bears and the Colts, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
First opened back in 2008, there's a look at Lucas Oil Stadium here in downtown Indy. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Chicago Bears and the Indianapolis Colts. Ready to get it started, Rodrigo Blankenship. And we are underway from Indianapolis. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And a look here at their signal caller, the 5th-year quarterback.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Come on.
Here's Hall, throwing on first down. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, Hall. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. This looks like a roughing call. So certainly a defensive mistake here in the first quarter, getting hit with a roughing the passer call.
And that hurts not just because of the yardage you gave up and give him a fresh set of downs, but that brought the home crowd into this one. And when you go on the road, your job is to silence the crowd, not energize them.
Hall has it knocked loose. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
To the right side, complete to Taylor. 2 yards on the pickup there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Back to throw. Hall. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. So that time, Charles, a quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And as we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Bears take over. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year of the NFL now.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at the 40. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
He's going to keep this again. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And now a stoppage, and it looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play.
Here we go.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Throwing on first down, Burks. And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. It's their quarterback. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Bears are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still. Oftentimes, now offenses are very precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And despite a nice juke there, really good move, he only gets about a yard, and it brings up second down. This defense for the Bears, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Hall now on 3rd and 2. And he'll find Pittman. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah, what's going on? It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Let's not quibble about the game there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking to throw. Hall. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
And his kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And that flag accepted. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down. What a big break. Leads to a 1st and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
This complete to Lockett. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go. We've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff
Let's go
time.
now.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 15 carries, 57 yards, and a touchdown as well.
Well, partner, we've watched as they reached 2 wins, 3 wins, 4, and then 5. And we kept questioning each week, how long can they keep this streak going? This team is rolling, and having someone like this who can really set the tone for your offense week in and week out is a big part.
The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a third down coming up.
Ready?
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on third down, Burks. And that will be incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Able to find his man, Woods. And he is going to have the Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a magical 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
To throw it is Hall on 1st down. He'll get this one to Pittman. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch them.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure.
After review of the play, ruling on the field is
So that
reversed.
one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Back to Taylor on 1st down. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Hall. This pass caught, it's Woods. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 23. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Now Hall on 1st and 10. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 17-yard line.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Hall. They'll get this off to Taylor. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
They hand off to their big tight end. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the 2-yard line.
Looking to throw. Hall. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Cortland Sutton, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts have taken the lead. Point after try forthcoming. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, because wherever they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
On 1st and 10, Burks. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Burks. And this is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Burks.
And this is
and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have.
And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Hall. It's caught. Lockett. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a 2nd down and just a couple.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Hall off the play fake. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured bear on the field.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Hall, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Leonard. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured bear on the field.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get 1 play before the 2-minute warning. They'll run with Allen. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run. This is Allen. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are once again back in front. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up. Then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun. Hall over the middle into the hands of Woods. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 24-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Again, he'll drop to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. A throw for Pittman is intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. The Colts going to take over now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Here's Hall, throwing after the interception. He completes this to Sutton. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. And he'll take him down, but not before they work this to the 45. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Hall now, throwing on first down. Over the middle. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they will finally get him down as as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Following the fumble recovery, Burks. That's complete to Mooney. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. Blankenship's kick is good. And the lead grows to 14 at 24-10. So able to add on to their first half lead here, Charles, forcing the miscue with a fumble and then turning that into 3 points.
Yeah, and more than happy to accept any mistakes the other side is willing to make. No problem. You turn it over, we'll take that, and we'll use it to expand our lead.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we have come to past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now, beginning this drive 1st and 10.
Hold it ready.
They start the drive with a give to Allen. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He finds his man, complete. That's Leonard. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Here's Allen. And this will be a Bears first down as he's able to get this out past the 40. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play. We're able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Larson. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3rd down. The Colts beefing up the secondary. 6 defensive backs in the game. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. A throw left side, hauled in by Hamler. And he will have the Bears first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
And that's one of those where it feels like backyard football in a sense. You say, forget about the route. Just run to the open spot in the middle of the field, and I'll find you. Good throw, good concentration on the catch, and they pick up the first down. And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Now a carry for Allen. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards the pickup, first down. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. And he will bring
So that potentially a turning point here this third quarter. A two-score lead down to 1 now following the pick six.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense. Deliver and accept it. We need to go out there and make something happen.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts the lead to 24-17. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Bears now ready to take over again. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Throwing after the interception, Burks.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Goes the tight end. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Over the middle, complete. It's Larson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Let's go.
On 1st down, Larson. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
There to stop him, Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Allen. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Operating from the gun, Burks.
Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. They'll run for it. This is Allen. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
They keep it on the ground. Allen again. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Now a handoff up the middle. Larson. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Up the middle they go. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can. Ball has it knocked loose. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Now Blankenship on for the PAT. And the lead is up to 14. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the fourth quarter. To throw it is Hall on first down. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time, but it's going to be second down. Back to throw. Hall, and he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
The Colts on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw again. He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Colts send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This is taken around the 12. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Nifty move. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
38-yard line, 2nd and 11.
Looking to throw. Burks.
This pass caught by Hamler.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 43. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Now a give right side. It's Larson. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Larson. And a short gain down to about the 33. He needed 2. He got 1. And that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. They stay on the ground with Allen. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield with man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
On the draw, here's Allen. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4.
Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit. Blankenship's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Now Hall on 1st and 10.
As this complete to Woods.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Operating from the gun. Hall.
The toss here completed to Pittman.
That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. Back to throw. Hall. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be second down. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll look to throw again. Out to the right and complete to Pittman. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Hall from the gun on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
This has been a long one. After this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Hall has it knocked loose. And the offense will recover, but it won't make much difference here. This will still be a turnover on downs. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They begin the drive on the ground with Allen. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Allen.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a way to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Have to chuckle.
They'll run on 1st down. Allen. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Let's go now.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Okay, break.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for Chicago, they're setting themselves up as a major contenders. They move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next